all the online classes of information technology shared by me. Let's get started with our next topic for the day. In today's class, we are going to discuss about network topology, its types, and difference between each types of topology. Network topology is the physical or logical arrangement of different computers in a network. Network topology has two types: physical topology and logical topology. Physical topology means when multiple computers are connected together in a network using cables, or we can say physical medium. That comes under physical topology. Logical topology means when multiple computers are connected in a network and how data flow between each individual nodes. That comes under logical topology. So we can say that the physical or logical arrangement of different computers in a network is known as topology. The term network topology refers to the way in which the nodes of a network are linked together. In our previous classes, we have discussed about the computer network. So computer network is a interconnection between multiple nodes together to form a network. And also we have studied about different types of network. So local area network or LAN is one of the type. On the basis of local area network, network topology is divided into different types: star topology, bus topology, ring topology, mesh topology, and hybrid topology. Starting with bus topology. In bus topology, all the nodes or computer are connected to a central cable which is called as bus or backbone. To connect, connectors and cables are used. In this type of topology, if any source computer sends the data or frame to the target computer, then all the computer connected to the central cable will also receive the data frame. That is, other computer also hear what the source computer is saying. But only the target computer will accept the data or frame and other will reject the same. And this is possible using correct MAC address of the target computer. So the conclusion is only the target computer will accept the data or frame to whom it is addressed to. Let's talk about advantages and disadvantages. In bus topology, since less cabling is required, so it is easy to install. Also, it is less expensive as compared to other topology. But with the increase in the length of the central cable and count of the connectors, the strength of signal decreases. So, only limited number of computers can be connected in bus topology. One more drawback is that all nodes in bus topology depends on the central cable, which is main cable. So if the central cable fails, it paralyzes the whole network. That means it has very little fault tolerance. Also, as we discussed, data is shared to all the nodes. Thus security is also less in bus topology. In a bus topology, only one computer can send data at a time. For example, when one computer send a file to the printer, then other computer have to wait. If the multiple computers sends data together, then it will collide and corrupt the whole data and need to retransmit it. Therefore, if more computers connected to a single cable in a network, the network becomes slow and also increases the chances of data collision. That is one of the reasons bus topology is rarely used in modern computer network. Next is star topology. In this, all the nodes are connected to a central device which may be switch or hub, and point-to-point communication occurs between them. If any node sends data or frame to another node, then it is first routed to the central device, and then the central device either broadcast or unicast the received data to the destination node. Broadcasting or unicasting of data depends on the central device used. If it is a hub, then data is broadcasted to all the nodes connected. As we already discussed earlier, in the case of hub, it broadcasts the data to all the nodes. Thus, it increases unnecessary data traffic. To overcome this issue, switch is used as central device because it unicasts the data to the target node only with the help of MAC address. Thus, we can say switch is an intelligent hub. For example, if multiple computers are connected to a printer in star topology, and if any computer send file to print, and if the central device is hub, then the file is forwarded to all the connected computer in a network. But only printer accepts it. But if the central device is switch, then the file is sent to the printer only. Also, while printing procedure, the other computer A or B can also communicate with each other without affecting the printing request. Thus, we can say switch allows communication between multiple computers simultaneously in a network, whereas in the case of hub, it is not possible. Let's see the advantages and disadvantages. In star topology, only one cable or one input-output port is required to connect to the system. Thus, it is less expensive and also easy to reconfigure because we can add or remove devices simply by connecting or disconnecting any cable in a network. But if any one cable fails, then it will not affect the whole network. Thus, we can say it has good fault tolerance. Fault detection is also easy in star topology, as we have to check only the node which is not working. Let's see the disadvantages. If the central device fails, the whole network is paralyzed. This is one of the major problem. If the central device fails, the whole network will be paralyzed. And also, the number of devices is limited by the number of input-output port available in central device. Next is ring topology. In ring topology, the nodes are connected in a closed loop so that each device is connected to two other devices, one on both the sides. Data move from one computer to another in a circular form to reach its final destination. Advantages of ring topologies are easy installation, less cabling. As data moves in one direction, so it has less chances of collision. It is also easy to troubleshoot because we only need to relocate the computer which is not receiving data from the adjacent computer. The disadvantages of ring topologies are, as data has to move from all the computer between the source and target computer, thus it makes data transmission slower. Also, it works in closed loop, so one fault may paralyze the whole network. It is also difficult to reconfigure as we need to break the loop to add or remove computer. That is the reason instead of physical topology or physical ring topology, logical ring topology is used. Example is token ring, which is a combination of physical star topology and logical ring topology. Next is mesh topology. In mesh topology, all the nodes are interconnected, allowing each node to have a direct connection with all other nodes in the network. Data here can travel bidirectionally. Let's see the advantages. As it has point-to-point communication, thus it eliminates traffic problems. Also, it maintains privacy and security of data shared because other computer cannot hear what computer A is saying to computer B. If one link fails, it does not affect the whole network. That is, it has good fault tolerance. Let's see the disadvantages. In mesh topology, each nodes are connected to every nodes. Thus, it is difficult to install. And large number of input-output ports and cables are required to install. Thus, it increases the cost and becomes expensive. Example of mesh topology is the connection between regional telephone offices. When all the topologies are combined together or interconnected to form a hybrid topology. Every topology has its merits and demerits. So while choosing any topology, always considers its cost, ease of installation, ease of maintenance, and cable fault tolerance. So we have done with the session 2 of this chapter. Let's move to session 3. Introduction to instant messaging. Instant messaging is the communication system which enables the real-time transmission of data between the sender and the receiver by making use of internet. For using instant messaging services, the user must have a valid messaging account. Instant messaging allows send text messages, making audio and video calls, transfer of any files, and also keep a note of history for future reference. Basically, instant messaging software are of two types: application-based and web-based. Application-based instant messaging software is downloaded or installed on user's computer. For example, Facebook Messenger, WhatsApp, Line, Viber, or Skype. So these are the applications which we use using our phone, and we have to download or install the app with the help of App Store. Web-based instant messaging software is not required to be installed on our personal computer, but they can be accessed using any web browser. For example, Yahoo Messenger, Windows Live Messenger, Google Talk, IMO, or MSN. So it's very easy to install any application using App Store. So मुझे ज़रूरत नहीं शायद ये explain करने की. It's very simple. Let's move to session 4. Chatting with a contact. WhatsApp, Facebook Messenger, Skype, ये सब हम जनरली अपने फैमिली कॉलिंग और मैसेजिंग के लिए हम यूज़ करते हैं. बट any Google Hangout using with Gmail is considered to be a professional one, professional instant messaging method. So in our session 4, we will learn chatting with any contact. So here I'm using Google Hangout with any email. So if you have any email account or any Gmail account, just get into the home page of your account with the help of username and password. Click the chat option mentioned on your home page. Just go for the settings, switch on the chat mode. Once you click the chat mode, you can see your contact at the left corner. So the person who are online, they will be highlighted with the green dot. So just simply select the user and start chatting. So chatting box will be appear in the right hand side of the screen. Simply just type the message and followed by the enter key. So it's very simple and I no need to explain it to you because you are very familiar to it. Other than this, we have to follow some rules and regulation and some, we can say, chatting etiquettes to go conversation nicely. That is, always start proper language, always use proper language for the conversation, always start your conversation and end your conversation properly. Take care of your language and do not write all the messages in capital letter or we can say uppercase, because it considered to be that you are shouting to the person. So these are all are the general things you have to take care while instant messaging. So that's all for today, I think. Thank you for watching.